Why do autopilots need a rudder feedback unit? Imagine cruising smoothly across the water, trusting your autopilot to keep you on course without constant steering. Ever wonder how that system knows exactly where the rudder is pointing? Well, that's where the rudder feedback unit comes into play. It's a small but vital part of the autopilot system that keeps everything running accurately. The main job of the rudder feedback unit is to measure the actual position of the rudder and send that information to the autopilot computer. Think of it as a sensor that constantly checks whether the rudder is turned left, right, or straight ahead. Without this feedback, the autopilot wouldn't know if the rudder moved in response to its commands. It would be like trying to steer a car without a speedometer or a steering wheel sensor. This feedback allows the autopilot to make precise adjustments. For example, if the boat starts to drift off course because of wind or waves, the autopilot can quickly correct the rudder position based on the feedback. This results in smoother steering, which makes your ride more comfortable and safer. It also helps the system avoid overcorrecting or undercorrecting, which can cause erratic movements or course deviations. Another reason the feedback unit is important is fuel efficiency. When the autopilot knows the exact rudder position, it can minimize unnecessary movements. Less rudder movement means less drag, which saves fuel over long trips. It also helps the autopilot hold a steady course for longer periods, especially in challenging conditions like strong currents or gusty winds. Most rudder feedback units are built tough to withstand the marine environment. They are usually installed near the steering quadrant on boats with inboard engines. They send signals to the autopilot using variable frequency signals, which the autopilot system interprets to know the rudder's angle. Larger boats often requiring more precise and reliable feedback, so they tend to have more advanced units. Some smaller boats or simpler systems might use software solutions that estimate the rudder position without a physical sensor. But for boats that need high accuracy or are used in demanding conditions, a physical rudder feedback unit is the standard. It's a key part of making sure your autopilot works smoothly and keeps you on the right path. In short, the rudder feedback unit is what tells the autopilot exactly where the rudder is at any moment. Without it, the system would struggle to steer accurately, which could lead to course errors or even safety issues. It's a small component that makes a big difference in how well your autopilot performs, helping you enjoy safer and more efficient boating trips.